There and taps his hands and you're just sitting there and he, sits there and rocks back and forth in the chair like a big old murderer or whatever he is, convicted. Up to this point of a case, not in handcuffs, not in shackles, one or the other, or both, and in orange.
Hey everybody, excited utterance here. My name's Hella, and I have a confession to make. Look, you know me, I always try to withhold judgment until I've seen all of the evidence at trial. But you know what? Daylight NBC has converted me. Bryan Kohberger, he's guilty as fuck. Guilty, I say. That's it. I've seen the selfies. I've heard from Holly. Poor woman. Poor traumatized woman. I've seen Bryan Kohberger being a narcissist. And Googling his own name after the murders. Searching Amazon for more and more K-bar knives and knife sheaths. Just being weird. Walking up into the darkness. I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed by what I've seen. I can't, guys. I can't keep living this lie. There's too much accumulated evidence against him. It's just, I'm sorry. He's guilty, guys. He's guilty. Everyone has to see the truth. The truth. Hi, T. Help me see. Help me bring back my presumption of innocence after this damning documentary from these very credible filmmakers. Because they're on X right now and they're saying that they don't make anything up. Dateline NBC, apparently they're very well known for being very, very credible. Very credible. Everything they say is 100% accurate. So we need to believe them. We need to believe them. Hey, CH, how are you? Hey, Ma. Hey, Mavka. Finally coming to the truth. I'm proud of you. Mavka. See, you know when you're being timed out yet, right? And I didn't even put you in the super chat challenge. Guys who weren't here the other day, Mavka, there was a super chat challenge to time Mavka out. It didn't take long. All right. So Dali's here today, and he's going to help try and talk me around.
Oh, hey, sorry. Oh,
hi.
crap.
How's it going?
I just hit add to cart on Amazon. I guess I'll check out later. Hey guys, how's everything going?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I'll go clear my see if I can clear my Amazon search history.
No, that doesn't work. They can find that, right? So also you need to throw your phone away forever, right?
I should do that in
Because
general.
yeah, you should. In fact, I was thinking about inventing a Faraday pocket.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Right, but then if you're wearing the Faraday pocket, then you're guilty.
Of
You're very,
course.
very guilty, right?
Unless you forget it, then you're guilty.
And you're also guilty.
I know. It's
Right.
not looking good, Cobros.
It's not good. No, Cobros. Cobros not looking good for Cobros. Right. So, hey, Low Light Recovery, how are you? Hello, Energy. How are you before I start commenting? Hello. Oh, okay. And then there was the nail in the coffin. Sorry to use that expression, but he listened to Britney Spears. Guilty. It was a good song.
It was.
I need to look that
okay,
up.
it was catchy.
It was pretty catchy,
Yeah.
right? So, man, I shouldn't look it up because evidence. But I mean, those who don't know, I'm actually a DJ. Sometimes, like I'm not DJing as much as I used to, but I heard that and I was like, I need to add that to my set list. That's pretty good,
Right?
especially the remix. It was
yeah.
pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Claude Simeon, how are you? Everyone is guilty. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm just a lowly Australian. I don't really understand all the American stuff because people keep saying to me, "Oh, like, are you sure you understand the American laws?" Right? Like, maybe you should just go and stay in your lane and not talk about all the American court stuff, right? And they're probably right. Right, they're probably right. But and that also that may be why Dateline doesn't sort of syndicate to us lowly Australians over here.
Well, there is a Dateline from Australia that I found yesterday.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, it's apparently it's a public access Australian station that does a Dateline, and they do different events. The one I found was something about gay rodeos in Arizona.
So now you've got somewhere to go on the weekends.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Dateline for Hella to send to her, and all of a sudden this Arizona gay rodeos Australian broadcasting company. Like, what the hell is my YouTube done to bless me with this?
I know. See, it knew you were looking for something to do. Okay. Thank you, Breen, for the one excited utterance membership. That's so nice of you, love. I appreciate that, and I hope you're also coming around to understanding that Bryan Kohberger is guilty.
I don't know. There's a little reasonable doubt left.
You think?
A little bit.
No. I think the very awkward text about the hiking to Holly was enough for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, old line red. What's hard to understand about innocent until proven guilty? It's a pretty basic concept that is not unique to the United States. Well, we have it here too. However,
I thought it was until proven Dateline, but
until proven Dateline, yeah. So, what's the name of the guy with the very convincing voice on Dateline? The old dude.
Yes, Lori doesn't like him very much.
Yeah. Well, thing about him is he is very convincing and a bit spooky sounding. And when you listen to him for long enough, well, you kind of believe anything. So I did manage to get hold of, and no one's going to find evidence on my devices, but I managed to get hold of a copy of the Dateline documentary. And at first I was like, oh, this is stupid. And then I thought, oh, this is even more stupid. And then his voice started to get to me. It was kind of like hypnotherapy, I suppose. And he kept talking and talking. And then the dramatic music continued. And then Holly came along, and she was so traumatized by the very formal text. And then they started to show the selfies. Guys, the selfies. Have you seen the selfies? Have you seen them?
Scary.
Have you seen these?
Oh no. Was that's a nice clock in the background. Oh, and he's guilty.
Oh my God. Guys, what's going on? But poor Holly. Yeah, look, this did it for me.
I know.
That's it, right?
know.
He's toast.
I
He's
don't know.
toast,
He
guys.
flirts like I do, so.
Do you have selfies like this?
No, I don't do selfies.
I was gonna ask you if you have any creepy selfies like this.
Well, any selfie I take is creepy, so that's why I don't take them.
Swipe right.
Good idea. I should put these pictures on Tinder.
We don't know the context of the selfie, right? All we know is he took the selfie. Well,
after
we assume he took the selfie. After.
With a thumbs up.
Well, no, that was the other one.
Oh.
Right. The other one, he was wearing the white shirt. In fact, he looked quite happy in the other one, like, right? But this one is one of a series, supposedly. Although I'm not sure whether it's taken at the same time as these other ones. Hang on a minute. So, okay, so there's this one, and then there is this. Okay, that's December 21. And okay, he's wearing a WSU jacket or hoodie, right? Which kind of wrecks the narrative a bit, right? Because he's not wearing all black. The WSU kind of makes him a bit identifiable. Yeah. So it's probably not a selfie. The way they explain it is they cropped it and sliced up a photo. I think it's a screenshot of a video call they cropped. Well, DB, I mean, really, I don't need like your cope about like him being so innocent. I think it's a selfie, and he's a narcissist.
Cope and seethe. Selfie taken with a 2005 Razor phone.
You mean like a flip phone? Motorola Razor?
He's got my father's jitterbug. Guilty.
I do tend to agree it's been cropped in.
So he's on a video call with people wearing a hoodie. I mean, then...
Oh, no other hoodie people?
It could be a hoodie convention in town.
Could be a hoodie convention. Oh, no.
Maybe that's who he did it with.
No. It's a one-person thing. The state says it's a one-person thing.
Because he's
we got to believe the state. Yeah, no. The state knows what's going on, right? Yeah. Cops have got this worked out. Stop questioning the narrative.
Oh, gosh, you're very naive, Hella.
Oh, you are. You conspiracy theorist, you.
I am.
You need to stop.
Apparently Kohberger was also putting chemicals in the water that turned the freaking frogs gay in the town. And it's just this whole fiasco.
Yeah, right, Kat. The state knows best, and it's in our best interest. Right? So you just need to stop. We love the government.
We do.
We do.
And his sister thinks he's guilty.
Oh, apparently. In fact, you know what? Has anyone even seen his family since this started? Just ask Howie. He'll tell you. Right, just ask him, he'll tell you.
Oh,
Right. Okay, so all right, so this is the first one of a bunch of them, and then oh my god, this is it. This one here, this one did it for me. This one did it.
mhm.
What is going on? Why are his eyes rolled back in his head?
Um, looks like he just did a bunch of whippets. Is he
Hey, adjust
stoned?
his face. Look, I don't want to hear any arguments about perhaps that this is a screenshot from a video call, DB,
I wonder.
because that makes too much
Yeah,
conspiracy sense.
like we can't even question like do video calls like save a screenshot or anything like that in the phone because that's just silly.
Too much conspiracy sense, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like when you're talking on a video call, like you can get really, really bad frames of people speaking, right? And also they're very, very, very pixelated like this.
Yes.
Also, if you have a look at the aspect ratio of it, so the size, dimensions of it, it's a very weird dimension, don't you think? Yeah, it's not the usual frame size that you would get from a selfie.
No, but it's the
Selfies aren't
perfect
that
frame
shape.
size. It's the perfect frame size if somebody's a killer.
Oh yeah, it is the perfect frame size if you're a killer.
Absolutely.
Obviously, but it does look a little bit more like, you know, how if you have the little small frame of yourself in the top right hand corner whilst you're on a FaceTime call to somebody. But I don't want to put that out there because, you know, that sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, some Cobra is going to latch onto that.
Yeah. Some Kohberger. Are you coming up with a new name for the Kohbergers? Because that's a good one.
I am suggesting Cobras.
Cobras.
Kohberger is a little. They came up with that. That's not very
Like,
clever.
Yeah. Cobra is pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you hear on Murder Sheet? That in multiple of these photos. Oh, stop it! Why do I bring your? Why do I bring?
I was wondering why as I was reading that.
Why do I bring your chats up on the screen without reading them first, Mavka? Dear me. Jesus, Mavka. You should see my selfies. They're scary. Yeah, well. Could have been a first draft and selfie. Yeah. All right. So, this one freaked me out. Right? I was just like, okay. He's weird. Eyebrows look super bushy there too. Just saying.
He doesn't shave.
Super bushy. Oh no! What's with his eyes? His eyes, they're so big.
They are.
He must be thinking about the murders.
He must be looking at his K-bar knife.
Oh yeah.
It's on the table on the other side of the room.
I need to get rid of that.
Damn it, I wish I still had that sheath to put it in.
Damn it. I need to go search for another one. All right, so yeah, there's a bunch of them, and hang on, did I show you the one? Where is it? Okay, so this one, top left-hand corner, he's actually lifting up his hoodie to show, and people are saying it's a balaclava. It's not. It's some sort of like beanie or something, but that doesn't make it not a balaclava. It could be a balaclava. He just hasn't got it pulled down properly. Right? I'm not making excuses for the balaclava buying.
No.
Could.
Is that only reason is to kill somebody.
Really. Yeah. All this wearing of the black hoodie is so sus.
I know.
Except that it has WSU written on it.
Well. And he likes to go hiking in the dark.
Oh, that. Yes. Yes. Right. So, okay.
Yeah, like guys, this guy is a PhD, and he's super serial about this stuff.
Super serial. Oh, serial is actually a really good point because he's obsessed with Ted Bundy.
Yes.
Right? He was even watching a documentary about Ted Bundy when they arrested him. Apparently, is that what they said?
I think it was just.
Yeah, there was a video on.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was a video on. He intentionally wore that style mask to cover his nose and mouth from leaking his DNA. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. And he was sorting trash with his gloves on, right? Because only guilty people do that. Only guilty people. Oh my God, a criminology student was interested in Ted Bundy?
Oh.
Never.
And he also watched YouTube.
Come back. Hey, Max.
Hey, Max.
WSU, weird serial unsolved. Well, get this. Ted Bundy went to WSU.
Oh, yeah. That's sus.
But I was in a chat yesterday and people were talking about this, and people said, like, well, he can never be any Ted Bundy because he's nowhere near as good looking. There you go. All right, so next.
I'll just say this. I bet some people have already written to Kohberger.
Oh, yeah.
Some girls.
100%. Oh, 100%. Yep. Ted Bundy was a real lady killer. Yeah.
Which one was the gay one? Was that John Wayne Gacy?
No, I'm Dahmer.
Dahmer. That's it. Okay.
Dahmer was incredibly gay, very gay, outwardly gay.
Yes.
Yes. No hiding that. Okay, so on November 22, right? He was searching for K-bars, right? Now, obviously, this is irrefutable evidence of guilt because it was after the murders and he needed to replace it.
Absolutely.
He needed to replace it because he lost it. Well, he lost the sheath anyway. Look, he's actually searching for the sheath. It's like, what do I do with my sheath? Where's my sheath gone?
I know. Gosh. Did he add that one to the cart?
Did he? No. So they said he was looking, but he didn't buy it. So he just like looked, but he didn't buy it. Right? Look, not buy it. Yeah? So how is that? Right? Definitely guilt. Sign of guilt. So I'm sold. Right?
Ooh,
what do you guys think?
Fast free shipping. Material leather, of course, color brown. Ooh, it has a brown exterior. Constructed of high quality leather. Perfect for those co-ed dorms.
People literally, what's this, DB? People literally had affiliate links to K. What are you talking about?
That's actually a good idea, DB. I may look into that for the trial.
Huh?
Any coverage we do can be sponsored by a K-bar brand. And yeah, and we'll have an affiliate link and you can get your own K-bar. You know, it's high quality steel, 7 inches long, sharp, serrated. Get yours here for $99.95 plus free shipping.
It's only 1898.
Well, that's just the sheath. The blades are pretty expensive.
I would think, yeah, they're like $250, aren't they?
It was over 100 when I looked.
Well, I'm Aussie
It
dollars.
depends.
They come up for
Okay.
me as Aussie dollars.
I mean, that
So
was like
I
cheapest.
may or may not have searched for them, but that doesn't make me guilty,
No.
right?
I
Because
made
I'm
search.
not like a creepy dude.
No. Well,
Yeah,
I searched for
doesn't
them
make
and I am a
that
creepy
doesn't
dude,
make me
so
guilty at all.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. Well, you're sorry to say, but you're a bit of a creepy dude.
I am.
So
You should just see my text, Ella. You want to go hiking? I like hiking. We talked about hiking.
it's a bit formal.
I am.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he looked at this stuff, and that was after the murders. Question being, so November 22, was there any? I have a question. Was there any talk about a sheath being involved in the murders or being found at the crime scene on November 22? Because that's pretty early, right? So I know that people like closer to the area, I wish Twiz was in chat, but I know that people closer to the area have said that people knew about the sheath, but I don't think that it was like put out into the public, like I reported in news reports that there was a sheath found until a bit later, like early December.
I
Anyone in
remember
chat
it.
can tell me.
I remember it being very, very weirdly guarded about what was released, and like very little details were put out there for a long time. That people were getting really annoyed with them because of how close they were playing it, to the point where they thought they had like nothing. Which, well,
Yeah. But yeah, I know that like when Twiz was on a month or so ago, he was saying that people knew about the sheath. Like it was no secret.
I could
So
see a small town gossip. Yeah.
yeah. And Mapka, are you causing trouble? You're going to get timed out.
No, he's okay. Well, he's
No.
pretty tame right now.
Warning, Mapka, please stop. Yeah. All right. Oh, this chick. She looks really traumatized.
Oh, poor thing.
I know. Her name's Holly, right? And I must say, I feel her pain. Because I have met creepy dudes at pool parties before. Not that I go to pool parties very often, but I've met creepy dudes at pool parties, and he came up to her, flirted with her.
Mm.
I don't usually give my phone number to dudes that freak me out, though, I gotta say, right? So she apparently gave Bryan her phone number, and apparently she gave other girls actually gave him phone number as well. And then what happened
because
after
they were
that?
too scared of him to say no.
Oh, right. So they gave their real phone numbers? It's a bit strange.
In case
Anyway,
they stalked them home.
Yeah. Well, she gave her real phone number. She must have, because she got a message from him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Holly here is like clearly like really freaked out because like she went on Dateline and put all the makeup on and you know all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Bryan has game. Yeah, I reckon Bryan was like trying at this pool party, but apparently like he's an incel, guys. He just can't get any women. He can't communicate with women. There is no Bryan plus women. Bryan, women, nah, not happening. Yep. I don't think she didn't say creepy. And this is the other thing, Ariel, about this Dateline special. And let's not pretend that Dateline is the only one that's ever done anything like this. It happens fairly often, right? Yeah. They don't actually have to say words like creepy, but they do the dramatic music. And they have it's the insinuation, right? Yeah, about like Bryan being a loser. And I thought Bryan's text her.
Let me just say, I don't know if they said creepy or not. That I said it because that was the vibe I got from how they portrayed it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And people are now saying it, or not that they weren't before, but they're saying it in response to it. I'll say it, he's creepy. You agree, yeah. Hey Max, was Holly one of the students where Bryan was a TA or teaching assistant? No. Or was she someone he just met at a pool party? And if a pool party didn't have bubbles, like the sus ones in Miami. I've never been to a pool party in Miami. I assume that if there's sus bubbles, no. Okay, look, no. It was just a pool party. It was just a pool party.
It was get to know your friendly neighbor, murdering neighbor pool party.
And he was flirting with a few chicks at this party, right?
Yes.
Apparently, he was even flirting with a married woman, and he didn't know that it was a married woman, as you wouldn't. And then the husband came up, and she sort of gave him the look like, save me. And Bryan didn't notice and continued to flirt with her because apparently Bryan is autistic. He's autistic? Is that it? ASD? Yeah. He's awkward. He doesn't notice social cues. Yeah. No. And but no. Sorry, I'm not making excuses for him being a psychopath. Anyway, so this is her, and this is the text message. The text message. Oh, you can read it.
Hey, I am pretty sure we spoke about hiking trips yesterday. I really enjoy that activity. So please let me know. Thanks. BK. Your friendly neighborhood murderer.
No, Bryan, you don't have to watch it. Right? So this is the other problem, okay? So they're getting so much viewership out of this. Even the people who don't agree and who think that this is BS, they're watching it too, right? And I'm just going to be normal me for 1 minute and go, you know what the fuck they've done? They have completely disregarded the court's gag order. Okay, so all this shit that's supposedly straight out of Bryan Kohberger's phone, it's leaked. Yeah. So someone from the state has leaked this, and that is contempt of court, right? So there is a non-dissemination order. This stuff is under seal, and it should not have come out of the hands of the state. Now, I guarantee you that it wouldn't have been Ashley Jennings. It wouldn't have been any of the attorneys of record. It will be somebody else who's unnamed, right? And they would have given it to a source. And of course, Dateline doesn't name their sources.
No,
and Anjanette Levy said to me yesterday, because I asked her on stream, and I said, so what's the repercussions for this? And she said, well, Dateline's not the one that's bound by the gag order, right? So Dateline doesn't get in trouble, right? and they're not going to reveal their sources. So what happens? In nothing, right? Nothing. Well, their source might be Howard Bloom, right? But how the hell, who's his source? Yeah, because he hasn't got access to information that's under seal. Someone from the state does. So maybe an investigator, some like law enforcement or somebody who has access to discovery, but we don't know their name.
It
Yeah.
could have been
And we will never know
paralegal.
their name.
Yeah, anyone.
Someone just put some information into a brown paper bag and left it lying somewhere and went, oh, whoops, like that. And someone like Howard Bloom went, oh, thank you, and picked it up and gave it to the producers of Dateline and went, oh, whoops, here you go. And we are not going to reveal our sources. Yeah. It's in violation of the non-dissemination order. It's wrong. But they get away with it. Do you think it's going to get investigated?
No,
Fuck no.
well, this judge has not seemed to be nearly as strict as Judge when it comes to gag orders and stuff like that.
Well, Judge actually did bring Shannon Gray, who was the attorney for Steve Gonsalves, up in front of court early on because of violations of the non-dissemination
No, that's
order.
what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, Judge was very strict. But
exactly.
Hitler seems very lax.
Well, we'll see, but I really doubt we're going to hear anything about this.
He seemed kind of surprised at how strict it was before. He's made a couple comments that made me think that,
The judge doesn't believe in conspiracy theories. No. Judge is just very much like, no, well, we need to trust in the government. We love the government. Yeah. What's this? Becky Hill done it. Hey, Purple Amaryllis. If this is true, boy, is he guilty? Oh, yeah, he guilty, all right. This is so bad for BK. All right, so, hey, I'm pretty sure we spoke about hiking trips yesterday. I really enjoyed that activity. So please let me know. Thanks. Yeah, okay, so it's a bit of an awkward text, right? She didn't respond. You know what he didn't do? He didn't respond. He didn't keep messaging her. But hey.
Okay, that
guilty.
I think was I think what Online Rand said is I think the person who disseminated it, it was emboldened by the fact that Hitler said too much had been sealed. So I think that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's true. But regardless, it's still a violation of the non-dissemination order. If he wants to pull the non-dissemination order, he can.
Yeah, it's up to him.
And he's not. Yeah, that's within his jurisdiction to do so. I mean, he can do that, and he hasn't. So, dude, if you don't want there to be a gag order, then take it away. But no, he hasn't. Okay, so oh, and then this. Oh, guys, this.
Very sus.
He's a villain by the devil's law. He's a killer just for fun, 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 fun. Okay. And it wasn't even the original Britney Spears.
No.
It was slowed down to sound more evil. It sounded far more evil, guys. I can't play it because I'll get struck.
It's Bryan.
Right?
Leave Bryan alone.
He's a killer just for fun, fun, fun. Look at the next bit. Hang on. He's a villain by the devil's law. He's a killer just for fun, 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 fun. Guilty. Guilty? Help me out, guys. Help me out. If you listen to Criminal by Eminem, he would be 100% guilty. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a good song. Right?
Not bad.
I actually didn't know about this song. I need to do more research into Britney Spears. Like I didn't like I knew, Baby One More Time and that kind of stuff, and Toxic's a good song. But I've never heard this one before. So is there one about stabbing? If there was one about that.
Now, okay, that brings up a very good point. Britney Spears recently has been known to dance in her underwear with a knife.
Oh, I saw this.
Now, you can laugh and say that it's some coincidence, but is it? Is it really a coincidence? Oh, did you have that ready?
No, just searched it. What the hell? They're not real knives? Oh my god, look at the dogs. They're so scared.
Oh god. Can you blame them? Lord, those eyes. They look like my ex's.
Jesus Christ. Those knives are not... Who has fake knives in their house? Oh dear. Okay. That's
May have
enough.
been wrong about the whole committing her thing.
Yeah. Criminal by Britney Spears. Oh, that's like 14 years old. Yeah, it's been around a while. And 14 is underage reminds me To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. Yeah. Okay. So also in the Dayline special, speaking of things that were leaked and actually kind of important evidence, right? So if we like the rest of it, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, so guilty, kind of like me, right? But in terms of things that are sort of kind of important, we have the footage from, hang on, the CCTV camera. I might have to bring it up separately. Ah, yes, I do. I've got it. We have this. Right, so this is finally in all of our possession, I suppose, if you have access to Dateline. So this footage, which we've only seen frames of up till now. Hello. Supposed white Elantra coming around at 3:30. Remember this? Remember how we've zoomed in on this car here and we've looked at how it sort of doesn't really look like an Elantra from there? Well, now we get to see it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we get to see a bunch of different angles of it, which we never got to see before. And then we get to see it at 3:33 a.m. And it comes around, and then again at 3:38 a.m. And I'm going to do a individual video on this, guys, because, and I know I'm not the only one to do this, that other people are looking at this as well. But it's, oh, hello, Howie. But
hey, it's my dad.
It's your dad. What's really curious about this is there's portion where it comes around the corner, and you can see that there's no shark fin on the top, right? And the Elantras have a shark fin, right? They absolutely have a shark
A
fin.
spoiler.
I don't know if a shark fin's the same as a spoiler, but it's like the pointy bit at the very top middle. So
Antenna?
yeah, like an antenna.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it's a question. It's just like, well, how did the so-called Elantra lose its shark fin or lose its antenna thing? Yeah, it looks like a shark
I was
fin.
like,
It's
what the hell?
Nah.
We just call it an antenna.
It's a short, fat antenna. Yeah. Stop it, Eric. Well, how did it lose it? Like, because it looks like one of those short, fat antennas from one angle, but then it actually disappears.
How did it lose
as
it?
it goes around the
drank
corner?
Too much.
Yeah, it drank too much. He took the fin off to do the crime.
You didn't need Sirius XM at that moment.
Yeah. He's a shark. It'll eat your lunch. Is that a shark fin in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Yeah. So it does seem a little bit strange that one of the identifying marks of the Elantra is just not there as it turns around the corner. There's a few other things about it that make it kind of sus whether or not it's an Elantra, and you can see it a lot better now that we can see a bunch more frames. So I will do rewind a bit and you can see his eyebrows. I will do a second video to do a comparison between these different frames now and a 2014 to 2016 Elantra, which is what matters. There are some differences also between the 2011 to 2013 Elantras. So interestingly, the States exhibit that we've seen even has some problems when it comes down to the comparison between the frames of the CCTV that they have and a 2014 to 2016 model Elantra. But the judge has allowed all of that testimony in. So what do jurors do when they hear a state's expert go, hey, this is suspect vehicle 1 and it is going from here to here to here to here to here, and here it is on CCTV? They tend to believe it. I'm going to believe it because you're guilty. But it could be any car. It really could be any white car. And in fact, what has been noted since is that all these images are black and white, right? Especially these ones, they're black and white. See these little pumpkins here? They're orange, right? Anything that is 50% light and upwards, and so we're talking about colors that are they advance, so they come forward towards you. So they are like oranges, light greens, light pinks, yellows, golds, silvers. They will look white in an image like this, in a grayscale image like this, right? And it's been noted that people think actually that the car in this image is a light green. There's a light green Elantra getting around. Lana's done a good video on this, right? So there is a light green Elantra getting about. It could be a light green Elantra. It could be a silver one. It could be a gold one. So advancing colors from 50% up reflection to white will look white in a black and white image like this.
Is this video the only reason we think it's a white Elantra?
No. There are the state has cobbled together a bunch of different ones, right? But we don't know if they're all the same car.
Okay.
Yeah. And then anything that is 50% dark and backwards, so receding colors, so like a dark green or a purple or a dark blue or red, they will look black in a video like this. So these cars here, this one over here, sorry, I don't know if you can see me pointing.
Yeah.
This one over here, this one over here, they look black, but they're not necessarily black.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very deceiving, these sorts of images for color, because you can't tell what color's what.
Yeah.
It's grayscale, right? So to say that that's a white Elantra or just a white car at all coming around the corner is completely not right. Hella, look what I DM'd you. It's the view of the camera. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. I think I know what you have sent me. Oh, no, I have never seen that. Okay, let me save image and I'll bring it up.
What criminal takes their own car nowadays? Well, that kind of, he's a criminology student and he's somehow pulls off the crime of the century without leaving anything but a tiny thing on a knife sheath. Yet somehow does the most basic things like take his own car to the scene.
What you trying to show me, DB?
Oh, that's where the where it's circled in the top-ish middle. That's
Yep.
where the camera is, and then
Yep.
what's highlighted there is the angle of the camera.
Yep.
So it's showing from this angle what the camera would see. So
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So like if I'm the car, I would
Or-
see that. That makes sense.
or if you're the security camera, that's the area. I'm sorry, guys. I'll look into it. Hella's brought that to my attention. Where the little circle thing is, that's the camera. And like if you go back to the other view,
Mhm.
if you can,
Mhm.
that's like showing what the camera shows from like the other side.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Thank you, DB. All right. Is that white smoke for the Pope coming out of the house?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. Hella, look what okay, right, sorry. Bryan is a one-man band. Ain't nobody stealing his shine.
Wait, really?
Uh,
There's literally a white Elantra in Google Street View.
there are so many white Elantras in that town,
Huh.
right? Not kidding. Like, there's so many. It's crazy. And like they can't all be his.
You never know.
It's nuts. It's so weird. It's just like to actually say that you think that it's definitely him just because of a white Elantra is so silly, because it's like a really popular make of car and color of car
Yeah.
for people to drive in I assume not just in that area, but it just happens to be in that area
No, it's a.
as well.
I don't know the statistics, but no, it's a pretty common car.
Is it? Okay.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
Hyundai is a pretty common brand, so
Yeah, I think they're fairly affordable, and yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out. I don't know. I'll think really carefully about my stance on Bryan. At the moment, I just don't think there's much hope for him. Actually, I didn't think there was much hope for him anyway.
Well, yeah.
To be honest with you, I mean, juries suck, and I I have a feeling that he's going to be found guilty regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to find him guilty because that's what juries do.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, that's just how it works. Hey, all eyes.
Hey.
Aw, man. Guys, here's the deal. You can't stop these stupid documentaries from happening. You can't stop leaks of evidence from the state. And you can't stop guilters from doing their shit. I hope you've enjoyed today because it's been a bit of fun. And unfortunately, it's probably more than likely that Bryan's going to be found guilty regardless whether he's guilty or not. I still think it's incredibly unlikely that he did this stuff. He would have to be a magician. And all of the information that was brought out in Dateline is pretty much, actually is all completely irrelevant. He's a criminology student. Of course, he's going to research things like Ted Bundy. He wears black clothes. How terrible. He cracks onto women. Well, he's a straight man. Okay. And he's a bit awkward. Oh, well. And yeah, he enjoys hiking and running and driving and things at nighttime. Well, sue him, lock him away. It's starting to make me wonder whether or not we're at a point where laws need to be changed. Something needs to be done to protect our privacy because we pretty much can't just have a mobile phone. We can't have a phone. We can't drive cars because they have tracking systems in them.
Oh,
There is nothing to protect us from the government. There's just nothing. Everything we do is tracked. We're at a point in time where there's nothing to stop us from being wrongfully convicted because they can find anything on us to build a circumstantial case to show that we had some sort of intent to do something that we didn't do. They can cherry pick information about us to make it look like we were planning something that we weren't. It's really simple. And then people can just look at all that information and then go, well, of course he was planning that because he searched for those things and he was interested in those topics. And why are you all so stupid for not seeing that? But then they don't see the totality of that person's life and all the other things that they were doing and the context. It's really scary. Really, really is scary. And it's making me start to wonder if, like, we all just need to reevaluate the way we live. Or maybe the government needs to do something about it, but I don't think they will. Yeah. They better have more evidence. Well, even if they don't, unfortunately, you've seen it, Ma'a, jury will find him guilty. Because what the state does is they go and they tell a story, and it's all about performance. It's all about narrative. They go in and they weave a story just like they did on Dateline. Yeah. It's all about getting into people's heads and continuing to repeat the same things over and over and making them feel something and then making them feel guilty not to convict. Yeah, he's already convicted. It's about the burden's already shifted. The burden's already shifted onto the defense to prove he's not guilty. People already ask, what's the proof that he's not guilty? And they don't want to hear about why that's burden shifting.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Sorry to end on a sad note, but it's a bit of a dose of truth. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. All right. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. For something else. We'll do something else. Unless
Sounds
more happens on this. Yeah, what do you got planned, darling?
Not sure. Doing my court stream in the morning
Mhm.
with a different judge because Fleischer decided not to stream anymore. So we'll see how
How
that goes.
dare he?
I know. It's really kind of thrown me for a loop this weekend.
Oh, boo.
So, yeah, that'll be tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Dolly Talk.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll see you guys all there. And yeah, see you guys here also probably tomorrow, same-ish time. Love yous all. And don't be a narcissist.
Yeah.
And it's time for the song. That will cheer yous all up.
Her name was Helen. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Dolly and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803. To be citizen, excited in your romance. Her cat